everyone, this is Dr.Jess Nerren. I am here in this video to talk with you a little bit about confidentiality and how to talk about confidentiality with students. Okay, so I got this really good request or inquiry this term, and it made me realize that this is really something that sometimes myself and my faculty colleagues can face in our classrooms. And it's about how to talk about confidentiality. So I know that sounds almost like a contradiction, right? How do I talk about what I can't talk about? But the simple answer is sometimes that is the topic to talk about, right? So the request that I got is this. I had a faculty colleague say, how do I explain to other students that a process in my class is happening when the reason it's happening is confidential? How do I explain that to students? And so I went back to them and I said, there's lots of different ways to do this. Thank you so much for the great, question. But sometimes the best thing to do is to say, I do this for a confidential reason. And the good news is I'm also demonstrating to you, the person asking, whoever it is, that I really do honor confidentiality. So if and when it ever comes up that you too have something confidential, I hope that through this process, it's demonstrated to you that I'll keep your confidentiality as well, right? And in this instance, the faculty member thought about it and they went, oh yeah, okay, like I accept that answer, and I could see that maybe my student would accept that answer. And I'm inclined to agree, right? I mean, that's what I would say to one of my students in my class. Um, but I understand that it can be hard, right? Like my students might notice that something's different for one of them than for another one of them. And, I've been teaching at Cal State San Bernardino for 7 years. Typically I teach a lot of classes every single term. And so I've had this incredible privilege and pleasure of having a lot of students. And our students are the nicest, kindest, most inclusive people I'll ever meet in my entire life. And they are so gracious and accepting of the fact that there might absolutely 100% be different things happening for different people. So, I would also say that they sometimes might be the most inclined to normalize that. So they wouldn't necessarily, in my experience, they wouldn't necessarily even vocalize that question because of the amazing people that they are. But if they do, sometimes the best thing to talk about is confidentiality itself, because it can be a nice way to bond with your students and establish trust with your students, and to kind of like let the elephant in the room be acknowledged for a moment, so that way everyone can go back to business as usual. So I hope this is helpful. I would love to talk with you more about it. I would love to learn your specifics and how I can best assist you. My email is jessica.nerren@csusb.edu, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks so much.